Bryan here is one of my clients who's been working on his private pilot certificate, also known as your primary. Lately we have been focusing on his cross-country training, but because of some delays, we're going to go back and work on some of the basics to shake off some rust and improve his skills. So come join Bryan and me as we brush up on his skill in Skill Refresher. Skill Refresher is a series with Bryan and myself as we brush up on some skills and shake a little bit of rust off on the primary maneuvers. Something to note is I am not Bryan's first flight instructor, so he may do some things a little differently than what I normally teach. So be sure to hit that like, subscribe, and bell notification to be alerted. Something you may notice in some of this footage is that we are all bundled up as it has gone really cold here.
And the flaps go up. And that fuel station. Someday when it's a little bit warmer, we need to come over and you need to show me how to do all that stuff. Yeah. The number one rule with that is don't blow yourself up. Yeah, that's probably a pretty good rule. Yeah. Don't spill the fuel. Springfield Tower, this is Skyhawk 572 Foam Romeo. We are holding short of 3-1 at Yankee 1, ready for departure.
Skyhawk 5724 Romeo, Springfield Tower, runway 31, wind 320 at 11, gust 20, clear for takeoff, right close traffic, each pass.
Right close traffic, cleared for departure on 3-1, Skyhawk 5724 Romeo. Different lady, must have two ladies up there today. It's clear, let's clear. Alright, engine mission green, airspeed's alive. Feels good. Should jump off the runway with this wind today. Watch it, looking. Don't get too anxious. Alright, there she goes.
Skyhawk 24 Romeo, runway 31, wind 330 at 12, gust 17, cleared for the option.
Cleared for the option on 3-1, Skyhawk 5724 Romeo. Alright, power set. Flaps. Alright, I really want you to work on holding up that, staying in the ground effect as long as we can. Since we do slow flight, don't let it touch down. Alright, extended final, opposite face is clear. Pretty high. Lose some power here. Yep. I also still have flaps. Yep, we're gonna hit our flaps here as soon as I get some airspeed cut here. Nose up a little bit, throw my flaps to 30. Pull power back here. Let go of the controls quickly. Just let go. Let go. Let go of the controls. Just quickly. Do it. Do it. Let go. Just let go. There we go. Oops. Yeah. Trim was off. Yeah. Now, you want to put that nose up trim once we start, right before we enter the ground effect. That's a little trick. You're going to have to push down a little bit. But that's going to help give you that flare. To make it a little easier. But we're going to hold it in the ground effect as long as we can. Fight, 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 fight! That would be pretty good for the Navy, but not too bad.
It's a bouncer.
But now what we're trying to do, we're trying to keep it up in there. We're running a full stall. We got the stall horn though.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for after the bounce.
I think it was after it touched down.
It did. Yep, it bounced because I let it drop too much.
But it didn't bounce too much, which tells us we weren't too hot on energy though. We just need to fight it a little bit longer. Get some nice smooth.
Skyhawk 24 Romeo runway 311320 at 14 gust 19er. Cleared for the option.
Cleared to the option. Skyhawk 5724 Romeo. Alright, burn some of this airspeed off. Get out of that white. There we go. First notch of flaps. Pitch for 80. About 80. Looking for a turn here. Flaps. Wow, just a little further than last time. It would be a little bit low, I think, so I'm going to cut in.
Alright, if we're a little low, what do we want to do?
Yeah, just a little bit of power here.
Stop
that brake. I'll break
a
that
little
ball.
bit.
Yeah.
A lot of times that gets us a little too high, and not only that, but it's kind of bad practice because we may lose an engine. What else? Always kind of imagine like you can't touch that throttle once you bring it out. What would be some other things that we could do?
I cut right to the runway there. So I want to keep high. We'd have to be higher than low.
Yep. What are we gonna? Yep. We're not gonna enter flaps until we know we're ready. Because what's that's going to do to our descent angle?
Yeah.
It's going to push it more down.
I feel more stable now.
Yep.
Except for the wind.
It's a little windy today.
Alright, get over there, brother.
Wind check.
330 at 15 gust 19er.
Good. Power's a little high.
Pretty much going right down the runway.
Yep.
Now with that gust, what are we going to do with our approach speed though?
Gotta be a little bit higher there because it's going to push us back. So we got to stay
It's
on.
not really that, but it's to give us more controllability and prevent an inverted stall. So we'll get forward to. This needs to be a little higher.
All right, let's get that trim in there.
Rounding up, gust factor of 5, divide that by 2. Round that up probably like 5 or so.
All right, let's get this thing ground effect.
Yeah, let's get a little lower, pretty high. Yep, there we go. Now start to level off, and now you're gonna hold it. There we go. Relax and bring it back. All right.
Skyhawk 24 Romeo, you mind extending your downwind so you can get a runway check?
We'll extend our downwind. Skyhawk 5724 Romeo.
Airport 5, you can proceed on the runway 31 full length from the approach end.
We're gonna pick up the parts that fell off the airplane.
Oh, you're a real riot today.
And Skyhawk 24 Romeo, thanks for the help. I'll call your base turn.
You'll call our base turn. Skyhawk 5724 Romeo. 20. All right. Little power outage here. At about 15. Let's see how we do.
Yep. Look at the controls. Look at the controls. There we go. It's not that badly trimmed. If you're afraid to do that, it tells me it's not trimmed.
Yeah. Yeah, when we didn't stay in the pattern there, that's my normal pattern is when I turn, I get that first flip of trim in there.
Hey, you want to try to do what I do and fly with like 2 fingers? Hold it up there as long as you can. I need that stall horn to audio sync these 2 videos. Because you're touching, so doesn't mean it's not flying.
Correct.
Keep hold it. Make sure your power's all the way out. There we go.
It took a while to coax it, but
There we go, that's a little closer.
I felt like I was hardly moving.
She kind of left the power in there for a lot of it.
Yeah.
For a lot of it, so we needed a little bit to idle, but that was a lot better. That was actually a very good soft field. See if we can do it with the power to idle.
Bring that back.
Yeah,
all the
so
way.
that energy is going to dissipate a lot faster, but you'll...
Airport 5, cross runway 31 at Charlie and continue as requested.
And that was almost like, am I gonna ever, like, you know, it's just like, oh, it felt good though.
Yeah, that's what you want to feel. You want to deny victory, the gravity its victory. You're a little on the slow side, but
Yeah.
you're a little high, so lower that nose a little bit.
Nose, get the airspeed back up.
Yeah. Pitch looked a little high. Get that nose down. You're slowing down on it a little too early. There we go. We want to get close to that ground, but we don't want to touch it. Just want to flirt with it.
Number 24 Tango, will you be ready upon reaching?
So you notice how there was little to no time, pretty much no time to ground. It's because he came in about 62 knots, which is our short field. That's why it was just... That's a short field landing technique, not a normal landing, full stall.
Yeah, I didn't get the stall at all there.
Yeah. That's why I just keep telling you, push your nose down, push your nose down.
Get that speed up.
Yeah, you're getting a little too slow. Not still within the POH of acceptable approach speeds, but with today's wind, you're not having as much safety factor. So you're on the low end of the safety.
Yeah. I was trying to keep it 65 to 70, but it dropped because it went flat. We're still gonna watch that speed. 30. Power out a little bit here. We got plenty of high here. Let's get.
Remember when I said that, try not to add power? Don't be afraid to take a little bit of power out though. It's just putting it back in. We played a game during CFI training. Once you pull that power out, you weren't allowed to put it back in.
Oh, really?
The only way you can do that is to abort the takeoff, do a go around. So it's a good way to actually learn it. Oh, we got some hawks here. One out to our right, one into our left and front high.
See him.
Yeah, it's really wanting to come down a little more soon. So I'm always a little leery with strong headwinds. It may look like I'm high at first.
without that. Wow, that was a lot of power.
Yeah. If it's not stabilized like that, you really should be trying to really doing a go around.
You really weren't stabilized if you had to add that much power. Ah, make sure those flaps are on. Oh, there. Alright. Put a 30 here. Drop it down pretty good, which is what we kind of want here. Power setting. Okay, I'm going to take 100 out. We're good here. On the runway. Watch the speed.
Yep, what's your speed?
Goes down 65. And
Alright. So I like to do the call out VREF plus 0. So if I'm 5 knots fast, I'll go VREF plus 5. That just makes me consciously aware
where we're at.
if I'm high or slow under that VREF. So VREF plus 5. In this case it's VREF plus 0. Hold it right rudder. And another good landing for the Navy.
Thank you for watching our video. I really hope you learned something, and be sure to watch any of our new videos as they come out. Hopefully you'll learn something, and I hope everyone out there has a great day.